I think, maybe. I don't know. Hello there, ladies and gents. My name is Eric, known as Penguin, and I haven't played this for a while. I don't know I was gonna play it the last time, well, a while back, but I didn't. And so I decided, well, you know what? Let's give it a try. Hopefully, it all goes well. I think last time we left off, we were playing the what's her name? The gal. What's her name? Her. Yeah, Jill. And she was in the what do you call it? The abandoned place to look for stuff. You know, paranormal stuff, and yeah, it was like a big old party and all this. But unfortunately, yeah, things started going kind of weird, and so yeah. Load, please. Yes, I want to load this game. I don't know. Hey, Trig, how's it going? Hey, Saf, how you doing? Hopefully both of you are doing okay. Hopefully everything's going well. Saf, hold this game, and hi, hello. Okay, Owen. All right, welcome to the Oh, It's You Too.
Good to see you too.
Why is there blue dots on this? Is he moldy? I mean, seriously, look at that kind of dude in the back. There's like blue dots on him. He's either moldy or he has a weird infection. Okay, so. Whoa! What's going on?
Yeah, I get you. Stay.
Might be dumb. Yeah, I'll.
Okay, that was kind of weird.
And my view. Look, now, I make a living off of playing video games, so realize who is saying this when you hear it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, Trick, I'll be shutting this channel down to go work on my new one. Oh, seriously? Dude, why? Oh, that's cool, man. But yeah, definitely, when you get your new channel up, let us know. I mean, that'll be great. I know you will. Okay, so, yeah, like I said, I can hardly remember what was going on the last time I played this.
I think you have been playing too many video games.
Yeah, I have.
Look, I'll confess something to you. And my viewers. I had no illusions. I fully expected to find nothing except for a few jump scares and false positives. I don't actually believe in ghosts.
Well, yeah, it depends. Oh yeah, I forgot about her nose. I mean, it's a heart with the face in it. And it's a little disconcerting.
And I believe I told you earlier, this place is actually haunted. You think I would say that if I didn't think ghosts were real?
And yeah, like I said, I mean, last time I played this game, it was kind of weird. But I don't know how long I'm going to be live streaming for because I have actually laundry in the dryer. So I'll probably just play it until then, or you know, live stream until then.
In fact,
and then I go get my laundry, and of course I got to do all the other good stuff.
Very concept.
Okay, Saf, do you remember the Turbo Battle series? Okay, I'm going to remake it. Oh, nice! With better drawings and better quality drawings, like I will have a sketch then and the ink drawing instead of just pen. Oh, that'd be pretty awesome! Yeah, seriously, definitely do that. But yeah, it would be pretty good to just have the old videos up still and just like make a comparison, you know, to them. And once again, like I said, that way you can see how far you have come as far as the you know, your drawings and everything else. But yeah, definitely, yeah, can't wait, seriously, cannot wait.
I believe in ghosts. And I think you saw one, maybe even two.
Maybe even two.
Oh, sure, why not?
Okay, so yeah, this game's kind of slow.
I'm starting to wonder if you might be right.
But I kind of want to get it done anyway.
I'm out.
Guys, I'm done. I'm out. Oh, poor dude with his cookies.
Are you staying?
Yeah, at least until the cops arrive.
After your whole spiel about not liking them?
Didn't say I'd say hello, but I'll wait till they get here for you.
Yeah, I'll call them as soon as I get a real signal again. Might be doubling up unless my viewers are sadists, but...
And, you know, she did say that she was going to wait for the cops to show up, or she called the cops when she gets a signal. So how is she live streaming? That's a good question. How is she live streaming?
Yeah, I get you. Stay safe, you hear?
Or maybe she's still recording. But she said she was going to do a live stream.
Can do. Help me! You again? You're alive?
Hold on. Am I... Oh, yeah, my volume's like really low. Okay.
He's right behind me. He wants to kill me. You already pulled this stunt with me once. I am not buying it. Do you have any idea how badly you scared me?
A lot! Oh, jeez.
Cut that out! I get it. This is some tootin' prank.
Some tootin' prank. Okay, Saf, it's weird the Battle series is only 5 months old, and I think I have improved a lot over that time. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you can improve a lot, you know, over time, and sometimes even short times. I mean, a short amount of time.
I'm talking to you!
You really can. I mean, yeah, it's amazing. It really is amazing how much things can change and improve. It's awesome. It's really awesome.
Oh no.
What is going on?
Sounds like my tummy. Feed me.
Okay, maybe this isn't a prank. He's right behind me. He wants to kill me.
It's a loop.
Whoa.
Help me! What's happening? What?
Okay, so this is getting a little interesting. Okay, let's just continue.
She died a long time ago.
They're ghosts?
No, it's just her. The man isn't there. Not even in the sense of a dead spirit. It's all just a shadow of the trauma from when she died.
He shot me.
No, you just stood in the middle of a shadow play. They can't hurt you.
Okay, so
How?
so maybe he was the one that killed him?
I told you before, I'm here for the ghosts. This isn't exactly my first haunt.
You're acting like this is normal.
Do you really think it's so abnormal? Even after seeing it? After coming here specifically for this?
Why would you want to tell me all this? Don't you want to keep something like this secret? I'm broadcasting to the entire world.
Yeah, but she just said that she'll call the cops as soon as she gets a signal, so how's she broadcasting? I don't know.
Come on. You think ghosts would be a secret if something like that worked? I can't say what you're broadcasting, but it isn't this.
He's right behind me. He wants to kill me. What's to stop me from running away and telling the whole world what I've seen?
Common sense?
But ghosts are real. I can prove it if I bring someone here.
Won't work. Hauntings are rarely this explicit, or passive for that matter. I doubt she'll be here tomorrow.
But I can't just forget about this. Ghosts are real.
Oh, that's loud.
The afterlife is real. I'm an atheist. Or, well, I was, like, 5 minutes ago.
Things do change.
It's not hard to walk away from this. One frightening event doesn't need to warp your life.
But it did for you, didn't it?
So you can move. That's kind of cool. You can actually move the camera slightly.
It might have.
He's right
The
behind
start
me. He wants to
fast.
kill me.
Something about tonight is causing everything here to become more active.
It's Halloween, man.
Maybe because of, you know, Halloween.
That's what I just
Wouldn't
said.
be possible. Wouldn't be any more likely than any other day of the year, though. Flooding's gone. You should leave now. Unless you want this to be part of your life, now is the time to go home. I'm going to the haunted basement.
Okay, ghosts are real. This place is actually haunted. There's a woman behind me dying on repeat, and the thing that bothers me most is who have I been talking to? I've seen responses. You've told me what to do. Who are you? Are you a ghost too?
Maybe.
Yeah, you would shut up at such an important time.
You have no signal.
So tell me,
Maybe, I don't know.
Ghost Ex Machina, what should I do? Should I listen to Andy and leave?
No.
Or should I do what I want to do and follow him?
Let's follow Andy. Why not?
Yeah, I just needed to hear someone say it. Even if, objectively, I shouldn't be listening to you.
Well, you don't have to.
No.
It is your choice.
But just like before, I couldn't forget this. It would stick with me. It would haunt me.
That's awesome.
Get it?
No.
Oh, give it a rest. Let's go.
Ah, that was loud. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I do hear that quite a bit.
Okay, if these were flooded earlier, it's impossible to tell. This place looks as clean as if the hospital were still active. That's actually more spooky than if it were properly worn. Alright, here I go.
Ow!
Switch into night mode, yeah.
Oh boy, let's do it!
Well, that didn't help at all. It's darker than black. It's Vanta Black in here.
Yeah, you're funny. Not really.
Not even scared, just seriously thinking about turning around considering how dark it is. What's that? Ghost Ex Machina? Someone behind?
The
Okay.
patient is taking well to the treatment. They are beginning to respond to phenomena our instruments can only barely detect. Currently, the only manifestations of concern are the infrequent losses of lucidity. So have you heard of that new show, Survivor? Patient entered cardiac arrest when moved to the old burn ward. At the same time, our instruments spiked wildly. No phenomena were visually, audibly, or somatically observed by the men save for a bird that seemed to have been distressed by the same event.
Where am I?
That's okay. That's kind of interesting.
What's going on? Why can't I move?
We will be storing her in the mortuary freezer.
What? No! No, please. I can't stand that, please. I'm not dead. No!
Really?
I'm alive.
So she's on the loop as well? I think that's what's getting to this. I kind of thought about that when I started playing this, that maybe she's a ghost as well, or that as soon as she walked into the hospital, something happened, and then she's just a ghost. But I don't know. Or she's like living in another life. I don't know. This got kind of interesting. I know the first part of it was kind of, well, when I first played it, it was kind of like, oh, okay. But come to think about it, it got a little bit interesting. Just because, yeah, I mean, do I believe in paranormal stuff? Yes, I do. Why? Because I've seen several things that are unexplained. So yeah, and I do believe that if someone dies like in a traumatic way, sometimes that can loop depending on when that happened. And yes, I do believe that there sometimes it's just like replay, which is kind of weird. I mean, I know it sounds weird, but I mean, I kind of do believe that. So yeah, this game kind of got a little interesting. Well, this story anyway. But yeah, it's okay. Keep going. Oh, excuse me. Saf, oh, I'm excited. It's basement time. Right? Yeah, but like I said, I mean, I kind of thought that she was a ghost after a while, but I don't know. Just keep reliving that part. But I don't know. And Trick, Eric Saf took my bacon. No, I did. The bacon's in the refrigerator. I haven't cooked it yet. Okay, Saf, yes I did. Okay, I just love bacon so much. Eric, okay, there's no food in your fridge. I told you the bacon's in there.
What pudding was that? What? No response, gals and ghouls? I can't believe I didn't think of that one immediately. Way better than Ghost Ex Machina.
Oh, I know, right?
You shouldn't have done that.
Okay.
My goodness.
You took a grip on the veil and with one fell swoop tore it away. You could have walked away before, but now our world is your own.
Okay, that was weird.
Hey, lads and ladies. Sorry about the live stream. Yeah, the entire thing got messed up. Apparently there were seriously bad wiring, basically creating a huge EMP field on the building. I spent so long scaring myself that I didn't even realize there was a problem until I left. Even the footage is corrupt. It's too bad you guys missed out. It was terrifying. I grabbed a couple dozen cookies from Star Chips as a treat for myself after the whole experience. It was... Just a sec, this screen is being weird again. It must be still messed up from the hospital.
Nice, nice.
I guess I'm still on edge. I'll be right back.
Okay. Those cookies?
Bro, could you, like, open the door for me? These cookies would be, like, perfect for my party, bro.
Alright, bro, hold on. Then. Okay, that was really short. Oh, of course, I did play it a little earlier. Well, before. So... that was... interesting, I guess. If you like the game, please consider supporting us. Thanks for playing. Yeah, we're okay. Oh, no, not load. Title. Could we? Oh, return. Okay, so that was Jill's story, which was interesting. You know what? Let's go. Let's try the Phantom ice cream truck. Why not? So that one was kind of interesting. I guess you could say it was more like a not really. I mean, it wasn't that scary. It was just more one of those stories that makes you think, get you thinking into what. You know, sometimes what you see, what you don't see. But like I said, I mean, the paranormal, yes, I do believe in that. And like I said, I mean, I've seen some weird stuff in my... Still, you know, through childhood until now. But, yeah, in a way, it was kind of interesting. The ending was interesting because, yes, he did have the option to leave. But then he also had the option to go down to the basement, and it seemed like... maybe she was an experiment, and she was in the hospital, and she became a ghost because she died. But in a way, too, it's just like one of those things that maybe she's still alive, but all the paranormal stuff that she did, she found at that hospital, actually followed her back home. So I don't know. Like I said, it got a little interesting, but it still left me with a lot of questions. But yeah, it's just one of those, it feels like one of those movies, you know, the tales where you watch them, and, you know, they're like mini-stories within a movie. And there are several of them. Kind of like Creepshow or, you know, like Tales from the Hood. Was it Tales from the Hood? I think so. But, you know, stuff like movies like that, where there's, like, different stories within a movie. And then sometimes you're like, huh? It's just like, okay, that didn't make no sense, but okay. Then it makes you actually start thinking about a lot of stuff. So it was just one of those things that, I don't know. There's a lot. Hey, Captain Bone, how's it going? Okay, oh boy, watching this and participating in the dungeon raid is hard XF. Nice. How you doing, Captain Bone? Okay, Sapphire Fox, okay, that was epic. Yeah, like I said, there's just, I don't know, I still have some questions about that one. But yeah, the ending was kind of weird. But then once again, like I said, you have to think about it, you know, have an open mind about things. as far as that goes. And yeah, like I said, it was interesting. So okay, let's keep going. Okay, the Phantom Ice Cream Truck followed the Dyson of the border between life and death as he answers a call to rescue a missing child. Okay. This will be interesting. The Phantom Ice Cream Truck.
A glance around reveals an empty street.
Wow.
And I take a moment of solitude to adjust to my layers. It does little to stave off the biting wind.
Yeah, wind can suck too, especially in the wintertime.
I clench and unclench my fingers with a deep-rooted ire.
Oh, I hate that.
I am not being paid well enough for this shit.
Oh, come on.
Then again, I never am. This was the second night since I had started this assignment. The couple had hired me to bring back their son. They hadn't been so comfortable with the way the official investigation was turning up so very little, and how much the media had begun to spin the tale into a ghost story. The Phantom Ice Cream Truck.
Oh boy.
What a mouthful. A messy case, too.
Yeah,
the police's initial involvement had been straightforward.
Yeah, because when ice cream melts, it gets all over the place.
The first child had fell off the map like the earth had swallowed him whole. Right off the street, according to witnesses. No one saw a thing. No reliable witness heard anything either. No unfamiliar cars or people. No unfamiliar sounds. One moment he was in front of his parents' home, the next he was gone. Strange, but there could be plenty explanations for such an incident. Very mundane ones. Such explanations became more unlikely when every child in the neighborhood reported hearing ice cream truck music right around the time of the disappearance. Of course, without a single adult able to corroborate this mysterious music, the children's testimony was quickly dismissed.
Because nobody listens to children when they should. Because sometimes children can actually, you know, see things and hear things that we can't when we're adults. It's true. I mean, that's true. Okay, Captain Bone. Okay, I'm doing pretty good other than the fact that I've been doing this raid for 2 hours. Now with 29 other people. Holy cow. 2 hours on a raid? Wow. I don't think I could do a raid for 2 hours. I probably would have given up. Okay, still have 3 bosses to go. Holy cow. Yeah, I mean, I do remember that on, you know, Wizard 101, when you actually have to go through, like, towers. Oh, excuse me. You know, when you had to go through the towers, and it really did help when you had help. Hold on. I just have something in my throat. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, maybe I should do a live stream from that one. I think I will next time. Yeah, so next time I'll probably do a live stream for Wizard 101, which I have not played in a very long time. And I really can't remember where I was at. No, okay, so I remember I was at Grizzleheim. And I had to fight like 4 of like the goblins or whatever was in there. The bosses. That was hard because I kept dying and I kept, you know, responding, so I just kind of stopped. But I know it's in Grizzleheim. And then I did the dog one in London. I think I finished that, but I think there was a couple more that I didn't finish in there. And then I know that pretty sure I finished the one in the Egypt one. I think. Yeah, it's been a long time since I played Wizard 101. And maybe I'll do a live stream for that one next. I haven't thought about that. And I know that, you know, you play Wizard 101, but maybe I should do a stream for that one. God, it's been a while and I forgot how to play. It has been a while. So maybe, yeah, next one I'll do a live stream for that one. But yeah, that sounds okay, maybe. Hopefully. I don't think there's any updates on it though. I'll have to actually double click it and see if it uploads, see if there's any updates, which I'm pretty sure there are. Okay, Saf, starting the battle remake right now. Okay, nice. Yeah, definitely, if you have to go, I mean, that's fine. I mean, you know, I don't mind that at all. You know, do what you gotta do. And, yeah, like I said, just, you know, have fun with it too, especially have fun with it. Okay, Captain Bone, okay, play, Terra. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I mean, there's so many games that I haven't played yet. I know a lot of you have told me that I should check this game out, and I haven't. But definitely there's, yeah, a lot of games.
Still creepy, right?
Okay, so let's get back into it.
And oh so mysterious.
Oh, yeah. Mysterious is what counts. Mysterious is mysterious.
Even more so when it happened again. Then a third time. It was the third parents who hired me. I never really figured out how my clients find me. It's not like I list my number anywhere or advertise. But somehow word of mouth leads to my phone ringing, and a familiar phrase to indicate it's for business. Ya, ya, fatan. I seek a pact with that which should not be. I know, it's a little trippy. It's from a book I had read back in college. A friend came up with the joke as his invocation of my aid. He must have used it dozens of times when we were younger. Typically for a ride when he had been out drinking. I had become so used to it that when I first answered the phone and heard an unfamiliar voice say the phrase, I just kind of went with it. The next time it was the same. And then it became common.
Common. It's not good when it becomes common. Okay, Seth, I don't have to leave. Okay, I will listen. Okay, nice.
Where are you?
I don't know. I'm right. Well, actually, no. I'm sitting here in my apartment, in front of my TV, playing a video game. Where are you?
We live in Rosterfield, Maine. I know it's a long way from where I heard about you, but can you help us?
I sure hope so. You need a pizza delivered?
Will you pay the price?
Extra large, yes. Please? Pepperoni, mushroom, black olive.
We will pay anything if you can bring back our son.
The deal is struck.
Uh-oh.
I called in sick to work. Told them I had the flu and would need a few days off. I was given shit about not getting my flu shot, but they didn't hassle me too much. That evening, I was on a plane.
Okay, so...
I arrived at the house at midnight.
So he's a dude, you said that twice already. So he's a freelance type dude. Okay.
I did not knock. After all, it was important to keep up appearances. The window to the left was latched, but the right slid up easily. I found the boy's room first and gave it a once-over. Legos, Ben 10 toys, and Star Wars paraphernalia littered the floors and walls. A quick once-over revealed nothing useful, though. I sat on the foot of the bed for almost 10 minutes before one of them stirred.
Oh my god!
Normal reaction. I turn around slowly. I return for what has been lost. From you, I need 2 items. I need a photo and an article of clothing. Something thick with its smell. The woman stands up slowly, edging against the wall, then runs to the child's room. She returns with a dirty soccer jersey and a copy of a Lost flyer. The father remains paralyzed, his eyes locked with mine. Though likely, he is just staring into the shadow beneath my hood, hoping to see something there, something human, likely questioning his decision to hire me.
Can you really find him?
Yeah, I hope so.
I take a long smell of the shirt, then discard it. I take a look at the photo. This time, I spend a lot longer examining it. I wasn't really some bloodhound. I couldn't track by scent, but the photo helped a lot. Now I knew what he looked like. Yes. She begins to breathe heavily, and then cries. The husband just continues to stare aghast into the hood of my cloak. With that, I begin to walk out. Behind me, I hear the father speak.
Oh, did we just send after our son?
You sent out some awesome cool
The first
dude.
night had been uneventful.
Never mind.
I had turned over the results of the police investigation and found myself wanting.
Okay.
Wanting what? Oh, anything resembling a lead. Did these people get paid to do this shit? I certainly didn't buy the superstitious who were already spreading stories about the ghostly ice cream truck. If a ghost were going to come back, it's very unlikely they would be scooting around in an ice cream truck.
I mean, if you think about it, it depends on the specters what they want. What better way to like take children's souls in an ice cream truck? I mean, seriously, you gotta think about that. Because you know how kids are with ice cream trucks. I mean, they get like totally, almost like really excited. I know I did when I heard ice cream truck. When I was younger, when I was small. Yeah, like I said, I mean, an ice cream truck would be
Talking to children has
good.
been painfully hard. My one fortune was that my attire left me more reminiscent of a slender man than a child molester. So the times I was chased away from children I tried to interview were not mistaken for solicitation. I shuddered violently at the thought. The children provided my first real clue. They described a tune, one that sounded like the typing consistency that an ice cream truck might have. Not that ice cream trucks were common these days. I was a little surprised these kids even knew what one was. Some were even able to hum and whistle the tune for me.
That's a little creepy. Just hear that tune.
I wasn't entirely sure how to run with this info. The relevance of a single song really didn't occur to me. A small piece of the rest of the day was spent feeding myself and taking a nap as inconspicuously as possible. I had no intention of allowing anyone to see me be anything other than the creepy supernatural and paranormal investigator. It's how I've always done things. You'll be surprised how quickly you can build a rep with the right look and behavior. After the nap, it was back to beating the streets. And my current predicament. It was friggin' cold! In the near distance, I watched a quartet of kids, roughly 14 or so, playing a ragged game of football. They seemed to be having a great time, but even as far away as I am, their cheers and jeers rattle my nerves. For a moment, I wish they would be quiet. As though hearing my thoughts mid-run, they stop, on cue. They stand up straight and begin to draw heavy, ragged breaths. A girl hugs the football to her chest as her eyes grow ever wider. I test reality for a moment. I wish I had a few thousand bitcoins. It occurs to me that I should have asked for something more easily checked. At the same time, it occurs to me that I didn't silence those kids. I bite my tongue, close my eyes, and bury the nail of my thumb into the palm of my hand. I dig in as hard as I can, drawing blood as my vision blares with the colors behind my eyelids. And then, I hear it. The song playing on a pair of shitty speakers. The kind you'd hear on top of an old-timey ice cream truck.
I remember that song. There was an ice cream truck that used to. I mean, okay, so yeah, that's like one of the ice cream trucks. That's a song that a lot of the ice cream trucks I grew up with always played. I mean, seriously, I remember that song. That's kind of creepy, but I'm pretty sure that it was common for just ice cream trucks to play that song. No matter what kind of ice cream trucks they were. But yeah, I remember that song. That's kind of awesome to hear it again.
My eyes flick open as I scan the horizon. The truck passes me, inches from clipping my shoulder, and heading straight towards the kids. No, you fucking don't! I break into a run, and despite the trivial speed of the truck, barely manage to keep up. As the truck closes on the kids, it slows to a stop, and I finally begin to close the gap.
Run on home, you kids. It's getting dark. This town isn't safe after dark.
Okay. Yeah, that's a creepy ice cream dude.
Getting dark? What is he talking about? The sun set hours ago. No sooner had the words crossed my mind when it all went black. For a few moments, I thought I had been knocked unconscious. Then my eyes began to adjust. I make out the faintest impression of light.
Oh no. This isn't good. You kids better get in. I'll get you home safe.
Yeah. That's one lesson that should be taught. Never get in a creepy ice cream truck.
I watch helplessly moving through the dark like it was molasses. Shadows pass before the light as he ushers them into the truck. The truck lights blare into brilliance, and I hear the motor roar as the car begins to move forward at a pace more in keeping with the motor vehicle. I would lose it even if I were still able to move. No! No! I let out a choked cry after them. Stop! Stop! Then I stop. The second cry had no depth to its volume. While the no had echoed normally down the empty street, the scream of stop had sounded like I screamed into the middle of a very crowded room.
Yeah, I hate that. I mean, seriously, there are sometimes when I have, I guess you could say, nightmares. I really do hate that, though, when you you're trying to yell or you're trying to talk, but you can't. And you can hear. And the weird part is you can actually hear yourself trying to talk, but you can't. It's just a weird feeling. I don't know if any of you have had that happen to you, but I mean, it has happened to me in the past, and sometimes it does happen even now, where I get sleep paralysis, which sucks. I mean, if any of you know what sleep paralysis is, it's when you know you're awake but you can't move at all. I mean, your arms, your legs, nothing can move. But you're trying to. You're trying to move, but you can't move. And then all of a sudden you try to talk, you can't speak. I mean, it's like, like muted almost. Which sucks. And yes, I have gone through that and still do once in a while, not all the time. But yeah, I mean, sleep paralysis sucks. That's just one of the weirdest feelings ever.
Slowly, I reach behind me, laying hands on one of my pieces of emergency equipment. The kind of stuff you don't use when you want people to think you're some manner of elder horror. I slowly bring it around, just as I feel the breath on my neck. With a whip, I crack the
Ow!
flame. Seeing it burn red hot through my clenched eyes, and I hear the cacophony of screams. I open them. Thousands of twisted, naked heaps of malformed, demi-human flesh writhe in the agony of the light. And as I raise it above my head, the flare burns brighter.
Wow. That took a turn.
The darkness washes away. I wheel around in place, but find myself alone back in the street. In the middle of the day. I drop the flare and try futilely to snuff it out with my boot. My little display has drawn an audience, and not so far down the street, I see my clients. Well, fuck.
That was...
So it's ghosts.
Okay, so this one is actually... It's different. It's not what I am expecting. I'll be expecting to play it, play the game and pick. But right now, it's just a story, but it's interesting to me. I mean, seriously, I really do think it's interesting. It's just one of those things that, like, it draws my attention in. And hopefully it's drawing everybody else in as well. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I haven't been able to pick, multi-choice or whatever like the first one. But I do like the story to it. I really do like the story. It's really interesting. Okay, Saf, I've never had sleep paralysis. Yeah, sleep paralysis is something you do not want to experience. It is like a very, very scary feeling to have. And I hope you don't have to experience it. But yeah, like I said, sleep paralysis, yeah, it's just weird. It's not great. Okay, Devin. Hey, Devin! How's it going, man? Hi! Yeah, Devin, welcome.
I merely nod slowly.
But you can still get him back?
I nod again.
But it's been over a week since you started searching. He hasn't eaten anything.
Who hasn't eaten anything?
I still couldn't wrap my mind around how much time had passed in the darkness. He will be fine. Time does not pass normally where he is.
Oh, talking about the sun. Okay.
You know where he is?
I nod. I'm going there tonight to get him back. They start crying. I'm not really sure what to do at this point, so I stand there, awkwardly, hoping that my layers give me more of the appearance of stoicism than an awkward penguin.
Yes! Awkward penguin! Awesome sauce! Okay, Devin, I'm good. Right on, man. That's good to hear.
Apparently it works.
No, seriously, I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I always like when you guys are doing great and awesome and good. Everything's going well.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, like I said, I mean, this story is actually pretty interesting. It really is. It's almost like watching a movie. Like one of those. Once again, like I said, just referring back to like Tales from the Crypt. Yeah, Tales from the Crypt and like Creepshow and them. Like I said, it's just like a story. So it's kind of interesting.
Thank you so much.
I like it a lot.
Thank you.
I leave the building as they both chant "thank you," like it was some kind of prayer. It's not the first time I'd heard that prayer. It's not the first time I had done this.
So, hey, look, this one's interesting.
I'm ready this time as night falls. I withdraw a small shot and without hesitation jam it into my arm. Viper venom. I had a friend back home who kept one as a pet. Weird kid. Milks the things. Sells the venom, mostly to medical facilities. Occasionally he sells it to me. My knees nearly buckle as the burning begins to creep through my arm. I stifle a scream. Then I hear it, and everything clicks.
Trick. Devin! Sapphire the Red Fox. Awkward Penguin. Yeah! Right? We should be the Awkward Penguin Empire. That'd be pretty cool.
I let out a long sigh and stand up, adjusting my layers. I turn my eyes to fall upon the approaching truck. My hand goes behind my back and my fingers close. I train the gun on the truck and unload a triad of shots into the ghost truck's engine.
Ah, that was loud.
The engine sputters, the grating burns, melting away, and the music screams in protest.
What do you think you're doing?
An escapee from an Andy Warhol painting stutters, stepping awkwardly from the vehicle.
It's getting dark. I have to protect the children.
Only one thing may not exist. You and that which you fear must cease to be.
But the children...
The darkness falls upon me. With such force, I stagger. I lose my grip and the gun disappears, searing into the shifting mass of flesh. My hand goes behind my back, and my grip closes around a rough-hewn blade, forged of obsidian and steel. And as I carve outwards, I hear the screams of all the lost children, unwilling to accept their fate, and swallowed by the darkness.
Holy hell, that's loud!
Flesh tatters as I carve, burning away like paper, until finally, I lay into the man.
No, you don't understand. I was just trying to help.
The cacophony resounds as the children who lost themselves in the darkness writhe, and I go about my work of freeing them all, just as I had freed this man.
Okay, I clicked before, so I missed one part. Kind of sucks.
My baby. Oh, my baby. It's okay. Everyone's okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, check this why I can't play World of Warships with my sister. Why is that?
No, not everyone. They're all dead. Everyone. Everyone died.
7 kids lost here. And I got back all of them. I wonder how many I actually freed. How many had he trapped in his nightmare? And what the hell was he so afraid of in that darkness? And most importantly, why did he ultimately abandon them to it?
I don't know how to thank you. After a week of not hearing from you, I'd feared for the worst. A month after that, and I'd come to accept that it was over. I was ready to move on.
Okay, so he was out for one night. But apparently the way things work is that whatever darkness they were in, time went slower. And everywhere around them, or, like the normal place, like here and now, it continued on, and it just kept going, but time was slower. And I've heard that before too, that time actually moves like a lot slower. Like a minute feels like years. So yeah, that's kind of interesting actually.
His eyes fall to his wife, still babying the boy, who won't stop staring off into the distance.
She had faith, though. She said that you were an angel, or maybe a demon. She didn't care. She believed in you. Some nights after she had said her Hail Marys, I would see her put her hands together, and I would hear her. She prayed to you.
I was almost flattered, but to tell the truth, the idea of someone believing so much in me, in praying to me, it was terrifying.
I want you to know, I'm willing to pay more than whatever your normal fee is. We've been living with a tight belt since I called you, and I won't lie and say I don't do well for myself. I have more than enough saved up to pay you anything we could ask. Or, if there's something else you want, there's nothing I can offer you that means more to me than my son.
I let out a long sigh. I reach up to my hood and pull it back. Both of them gasp, stepping back and then cocking eyebrows in unison. having perhaps expected something more. After having been gone for 2 months, I could really use a job.
That was it. That was it. That was interesting. So that wasn't a game. That was just a story. That is interesting. Okay, so that was good. That was actually pretty good. I like that one. Oh, let's pick a story. So yeah, that wasn't an actual, choose your own adventure type like the first one. It was just a story, but I like that one. I really did enjoy that. That was cool. Okay, everybody. I'll be right back. Like I told you before, I have laundry in the dryer, and I should be getting them out. So I'm just gonna go take a run down to the wash room and pick up my laundry. So yeah, once again, you're gonna be left with all this in the background. But yeah, and then once I get back up, I'll start again. I'll start playing again. So yeah, everybody. If you wanna give me, I know usually my breaks take like about like a minute or two. This one, well, it'll probably be a minute or two as well. So yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna leave this here right now. I was gonna end the live stream, but I'll just keep on going with that. So yes, enjoy the music, and like I said, everybody, I will be right back as soon as I can, as soon as I get my laundry out of the dryers. But yeah, like I said, I'll be right back, everybody. Thanks for holding on. Okay, I'm back. I remember to turn my mic on. First time I didn't. Yeah. So, okay, Trig. Okay, I'll be trying to kill a Japanese battleship. Then all I see is a U.S. cruiser coming at ship. I shoot at all I hear. Song from upstairs. I came in like a wrecking ball. Nice. But yeah, like I said, that last one was actually pretty interesting. Yeah, that was an interesting story. It really was an interesting story. I like that. Okay, so let's go to the last one. So it's all of them? Okay, Perceptions of the Dead. Tyrone has made it his business to help solve the troubles of those afflicted by the undead. But what seems like a case of a begin haunting. Okay, my fine haunting may find him risking more than his life, but his very soul. Okay. So yeah, that like I said, that ice cream truck one was a.
I'll be the first to admit, there's something a little sad about watching a pirated copy of the original Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah, it'd be horrible.
It's been out for as long as I've been alive. You'd think I'd own a legal copy by now. But really, where can you find a legal copy nowadays where Greedo shoots first? Nowhere. It's a sad fact of life. I pull another chip from the bag and munch as quietly as I can. I have the volume way down so I can hear the rest of the house easily. The crunching of the chip is almost loud enough to drown out Han's rant about the Falcon's speed. My eyes dart up to the girl on the ceiling.
Okay. That's the way to do it. Okay, Captain Bone, okay, we just finished the dungeon, but we forgot to do something. We are having to do something again. Kill me now, the whole dungeon. Dude, I feel your pain. I really do hate when that happens. That you forget like one little small detail, and all of a sudden you have to redo the whole thing again. And it took you like forever just to get it done. And then all of a sudden like, oh, wait, gotta do it again. Oh, that's horrible. I feel for you, man.
She's still staring, wide-eyed, her pupils dilated, and her claws clicking rhythmically at her sides while she sits watching me. I pull out my phone and snap another picture of her, checking to make sure the screen stays empty. It does, and I slide the device back into my pocket. The owners of the house had been right. They had a ghost, but it was a harmless haunt, incapable of manifestation. The creepiest thing she had done was stand at the end of the hallway and watch me watch TV with their amazing sound system. She clicks at me and I hush her, as though it wasn't already hard enough to hear. She doesn't respond, and I regret not downloading a version with subtitles. I've been here for almost a week.
Sometimes subtitles do help.
So far, only Little Miss Claus has shown up, and it hadn't been hard to identify her. She's the ghost of a girl who had suffered from an acute case of depression and took her own life. Apparently, she did the deed with a pair of scissors, which explains the increasingly annoying clicking scissor claws. Her family had sold the house after the loss of their only daughter. It eventually ended up in the hands of the current owners, the ones who had hired me. Their descriptions of the haunt had pretty much been a dead ringer of the girl. They had, of course, complained of cold spots and objects disappearing and reappearing elsewhere, but odds were high that they were misplacing their own stuff and giving themselves the chills. Same way any scary movie can. For the chills, I mean. Good old-fashioned forgetfulness explains the moving stuff. The girl keeps at her clicking. Her bloodied claws are writhing as she stares, sitting on the ceiling as though she had chosen to break a few laws, starting with gravity.
Okay, so now I actually get to pick. It's been a while since I actually got to pick some. Well, in the last one, I didn't get to pick anything at all. So I can talk to the ghost or try to ignore the ghost. I think I want to pick talk to the ghost, because that would be more, I think, a reason why you're trying to figure out why she's there still. Okay, Captain Bone, the dungeon bosses do nothing but jump around. And since I'm a melee unit, I can't really hit them. Oh, dude. Are you serious? That would really annoy the heck out of me. I mean, seriously, that would like really annoy the heck out of me. It'd be just like playing World of Tanks and you can't penetrate a tank, but you're the only one there and you have to shoot at it. Yeah, it's just annoying. But yeah, I could imagine that would be like 10 times worse. Sorry. Okay, Trig, pouty face. Nice. Okay, so let's talk to the ghost.
Answer me a question, ghost girl. Why does everyone who's dead seem to have black hair? I mean, really? Do gingers actually lack a soul or something?
Dude, that's like totally wrong, man.
Before she has a chance to answer my question, a knock comes from the door. I swear to... Someone called the cops on me again. I'm gonna give them a goddamn reason to. I'm not an effing squatter. I was hired to be here. I free myself from the ensnarement of the amazing plush furniture and trudge to the door, muttering nonsense the whole way.
Cussing!
Throwing it open, I find someone new.
You're still here.
Neighbor girl! Well, of course, neighbor's just gonna go over, because why not?
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm still working. Well, not right now, actually. I'm taking a break while some things are settling. And, you are?
You know, most of the other neighbors think you're a squatter.
I grimace. Yeah, I know. I've had to talk to the police twice already.
What are you even working on? I thought that they were done with renovations months ago.
Tell the truth. Why not? Because you really should. Just tell the truth. Okay, Captain Bone, and there's only one ranged unit in my party of 5. This is going to take a while. I'm sorry, man. I seriously am. And like I said, I do know how that goes. Just, yeah, it sucks sometimes when you have to repeat something you've already done. But like I said, I mean, just because you missed one little thing, you have to go back and redo it again, which sucks. So, I feel your pain, man. I seriously do. Yeah, that really does suck. I wish I could help, but, you know, I can't. Sorry. And, you know, I wish I could give you tips on that, but I don't know any tips. Except try to... Well, I can't say beat it quickly because there are sometimes things you can't. No matter how much you try to beat stuff quickly, you can't. Which, another thing that kind of sucks. But anyway. Okay. So, I could lie, or I could tell the truth. Because even if I lie, I'm pretty sure she's not going to believe it anyway. If I tell her the truth, I'm pretty sure she's not going to believe that anyway, as well. I'll tell the truth.
Yeah, like I'd do something as psycho as that. The owners reported some odd noises. Creaking, groaning, rattling. The kind of noises you don't want to be hearing in a newly renovated home. The thing is, their contractors haven't been able to identify the source or even replicate the issue when on site. I do construction. I'm in between jobs right now, so they're hiring me to stay here until the issue occurs and use my expertise to identify and resolve the problem. That sounded pretty believable, not to mention oddly close to the truth. It'd have been enough for the police both times before, after all. Well, that and a Skype chat with the actual owners.
Wow, Skype. Haven't used Skype in a long time.
That makes sense. So, what, you're sleeping on the floor waiting for the noises they were reporting?
I don't have to sleep on the floor, considering it's fully furnished.
You don't think it could be the ghost that's rumored to haunt this place?
I force a snicker, and she immediately flushes. Yeah, I'm not the superstitious type. Everyone knows ghosts aren't real. Everyone was wrong, of course. But I wasn't going to admit that right now.
Look, I didn't...
Though if it's a long-standing rumor, it might have been something to do with the Foundation. Do you know how long this building's been haunted? She flushed further and bit her lip. What was she doing here? An amateur hour ghost hunter, maybe?
I don't know. At least 10 years. That's when my family first moved in over there.
Over there.
She points to what was, more or less, a mansion across the street and a few houses down. Not that any of the other houses were less impressive.
Okay, Captain Bone. Okay, I'm the slowest class in the game. Okay, I'm a Lancer, which is a tank class with high defense. Oh, okay. And the rest of my party, besides the range guy and healer, aren't doing anything. Yeah, that would get annoying. That would really get annoying, especially if you're the only basically for defense. Yeah, I mean, most of the time when I play games, kind of like that, I like to be up front. You know, like up and close in the battles. But yeah, being you know, the tank, it's hard because you know you have good defense, so you're trying to, you know, defend your teammates, but sometimes you can't, and sometimes you have to go up front, which kind of sucks because it puts you in a position where you don't want to be, or where your character shouldn't really be, but that's how it goes. It sucks though. It really does. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Like I said, I really am sorry you have to redo that. Oh, I would be so mad.
This was kind of a high end.
Which I've done before. I've been
Which
like
is a
totally
large part of the reason
upset.
I had met law enforcement twice already. I suppose I'll have to go back at it again with my level. See if I can find anywhere that may hide a seam in the foundation.
Do you need help?
Okay, seriously, what was her deal? No, I've got it just fine.
Oh, okay. Well, it was nice to meet you.
You too, kid.
Maybe she knows more than what
She
she...
stands there watching with the eyes of a puppy as I close the door on her.
Maybe she knows more of what's going on than she's leading to.
I look back to the clicking ghost on the ceiling and realize that I got more heebie-jeebies from talking to that girl than I did watching movies with a ghost hanging above my head. I nearly jump out of my skin as my phone goes off. The ringtone clearly indicates it's to my work number.
That's a
Looks
different...
like I have another job after this one, Snippy. She clicks the same as she had before, unresponsive to my attempts to converse with her. Which is a good thing. I mean, she's a pacifier. No need to gank her. She'll fade naturally. I answer my phone and wait for the words. There's a moment of silence.
Is this the boy in the Dylan's house?
I recognize the voice immediately. I hang up. Her knock falls not a moment after.
I heard your phone ring. You answered at exactly the same time.
Maybe she had gotten my number somewhere, caller ID or something in the house. Maybe she didn't realize the significance. How did you get my number?
Well, way to maintain an air of mystery.
Huh?
Aren't you supposed to have some line like La La Fatagan or something?
No, the caller is supposed to say that. Fuck.
So it is the dude from the last story.
Did I just say that?
Oh.
An awkward pause hung itself, much like I was thinking about doing.
Can I come in? It feels odd to talk about this kind of stuff on the other side of the door when you're right there.
I grimace and let her in. How did you get my number?
I read about it on 4chan. I wasn't sure it was you until just now, though. I had my suspicions from the moment you arrived.
Someone posted my number on 4chan?
You're nothing like I imagined from the urban legends, though.
What, were you not expecting a black guy?
Well, I was expecting someone tall and dark, so I suppose I was right in a sense.
Oh, that's brave. A race joke.
Why are you making it about that?
Because I'm hoping it makes you feel uncomfortable and you'll leave.
Such sarcasm. Okay, Captain Bone. Okay, so imagine this, and giant doing belly flop on you. And you know you're screwed. Yeah, I could imagine that. Yeah, there are some games like that that I played, you know, before I started doing this whole, you know, my channel, where, yeah, I know what you mean. You're just like, really? Thank you, bro.
So, is it true? Is anything here?
I almost turned to check on the girl in the ceiling, but maintained my gaze. Nothing that the tenants have to worry about, it would seem.
That's an evasive answer.
Will you leave if I give you some information?
Yes. Well, maybe. It depends on what you tell me.
Stalker!
I'm a spiritualist. I work for folks who think they have ghosts. I flip up my hood. With the appropriate ambience, I strike a much more intimidating character. The girl's face paled a little.
No kidding.
The hood is actually one I stole from the body of a serial killer. His psychic residue left it with an aura of violence that would invoke fear. It's a long story. What more would you know?
Interesting.
Are they real?
Yes, but they're so rare, you will never encounter one in your entire life. It was a half-truth. She wouldn't. She didn't have the spiritual perception. The lie lay in the rarity, as advertised by the clicking of the girl on the ceiling.
Oh.
Disappointment. Good. It shouldn't take much to push her towards boredom and a departure. She looks around the house. The disappointment slowly spreading to her face.
That's the way to put it. Like, yep, okay, yeah. You really don't believe in it, so yeah, it's gonna be boring for you. Nice.
So there's no...
Why does she stop? I follow her gaze to the girl on the ceiling. The clicks grew louder. The ghost stood up in a violent convulsion. Oh no. She could see it, and it her. All at once, it rushed her. Claws sweeping wildly as its seizure-like movements brought it closer.
That's a little creepy.
Fear had taken the girl's voice. Should I kill it? No, it's harmless to almost everyone. There's only one thing to do. I roar. I feel my body start to crumble. I always feel like this when I roar. To tell the truth, I still don't even know what I'm really doing. But I can feel myself die, just a little. And let's just say when I actually die, I'm gonna be a handful of a haunt for my successor. The girl on the ceiling stops in her tracks. A moment of pause and she retreats, sitting back above the TV where she had watched me earlier. I let out a breath as my soul snaps back into place. Behind me, I hear desperate gasping. Great, maybe a panic attack will scare her off. Slowly she raises her arm. I follow the finger. It's not pointing at the girl on the roof.
There's someone out there.
I turn to the glazed glass door. Pressed flush against the glass is a face without features and hands with fingers too long. For the first time in years, I felt my blood run cold.
It's an alien, dude!
No.
What's wrong?
Her voice is still panicked.
Scream again! Make it go away!
I try to speak, but my voice catches in my throat as its hand glides smoothly to the doorknob, and the handle begins to turn. I lunge to turn the deadbolt.
What's wrong? What is it?
Why can't I speak?
Scream again!
It's an alien, bro!
The handle stops rattling. The form steps away from the door, fading into obscurity of the frosted glass. No.
No, what?
She was in shock. It was a defense mechanism. I wish I could easily overcome my fear with it. We need to figure out a way to escape. I had grown complacent. Even the most violent specter I'd encountered as of late had never actually threatened my life.
Once again, this is an interesting story. It's getting, like, really good.
Why? Can't you deal with it? Why are you scared of it and not the woman with bladed hands?
That's the thing outside. I call it a slender. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's more than one.
Slender? You call it a slender? Like Slender Man?
I was gonna say.
I nod, watching for movement outside the door. The last one. I wince just thinking about it. I've only ever met someone like me once. It killed them. It doesn't obey any of the rules. In the distance of the back of the house, I hear a rattle, and then a slow, deafening creak. She gasps, then stops her breath. Silence falls as even the clicking stops.
It's inside. Oh God, it's here. Why did I come here?
The ghost on the ceiling scuttles away, hurrying up the incline above the stairs. I try to steady my breathing. Slowly, I lean over, peering around the corner, down the hallway to the back half of the house. As still as the grave, it stands. Fuck.
Ow. Sorry.
Should I move? Should I run?
I didn't mean to click it right away.
The decision is made for me as a hand closes around my own. The sight is gone as I feel myself tug backwards. I turn, following the girl from across the street up the stairs. Why are we going upstairs? There's nowhere to escape from there.
Why didn't you go out the front door?
It's too late to change my mind. Behind me, at the foot of the stairs, it stands, still as stone.
Run!
I flee, retreating to the safety of the master bedroom, locking the door.
What was I thinking? I should have just kept running. Why did I stop? Why did I think you would be different than anyone else?
Okay, so that brings up a lot of questions now. Is she a ghost as well? I mean, like the whole neighborhood, is the whole neighborhood like dead or something? That's kind of, I don't know.
What?
I thought you were strong. I mean, you are strong, that's obvious. You were able to travel so far.
I just took a plane.
Jesus, you're that strong? You can keep up that level of manifestation long enough to fly on a plane?
So he's a ghost? Okay, yeah, this got interesting. So, it makes me think that he's a ghost and he's actually helping other people out because he's one as well. Turn of events.
What?
I mean, I can appear within 10 miles of where I died, compared to the boy that those creatures devoured.
Wow. Yeah, okay, so this is definitely, interesting. Plot twist!
What are you talking about?
I've never met a ghost as strong as you.
I'm not dead. Abruptly, she stops in her tracks.
Are you kidding? How can you be so strong and not realize you're dead?
I'm not dead.
Look, it doesn't matter what you think, because in a moment that thing is going to come in here.
She grimaced, holding back tears.
It's going to come in here and kill me again. I'm not ready for that. Dying once was bad enough.
For a moment, the veneer fades and I see her, bloodied and bruised. She looked like she had been hit by a truck. You're a ghost? Splinters hit my shoulder. I wheel around, finding my blade in motion as fluid as only practice can provide. The creature fills the doorway like a tombstone, and then it moves. Like oil sliding across a hot pan, the creature sidesteps me, ignoring me as if I were nothing more than a piece of furniture. It approaches the girl, and I hear her scream. I scream, reality becomes a blur, and I bring around my blade.
Aim for the head, aim for the leg. So if I aim for the head, that probably won't stop it, because it's a ghost. If I aim for the leg, at least it'll give it... maybe make it fall. Oh, I don't know! Aim for the head or aim for the leg? I don't know! But like I said, if I aim for the head, there's a good chance I won't do anything. If I aim for the leg, there's once again a good chance I won't do anything. But it might give us a chance to escape. I don't know. I don't know. Aim for the head, aim for the leg. I aim for the leg. Well, but then again, I have a chance to stop it if I aim for the head. But then that might not be its weak point. Like I said, it's a ghost, so it's not gonna do anything. Aim for the leg.
The blade vibrates violently, but I feel something give. I feel it before I hear it. A scream like my own. I watch in confusion and horror as a seam tears open across its face. Then, I watch it tear apart, unhinging its jaw. It steps forward.
Parry the next attack. Yeah. I'll parry the next attack.
It's upon me in a heartbeat. A single swing shattering my weapon and sending the world spinning. Only to lurch to a stop as I impact the cabinet door, shattering the wood. I see it lurch towards the girl, her spirit flickering. No! No. Not again! I hear clicking and turn towards the corner of the closet. Miss Scissors had apparently found a place to hide. I hear a scream from outside the closet. Instinct guides my hand. I close fingers around the rags of the ghost, and with a heave, send her flying towards the slender. The creature swats her away, her blades raking its white flesh. I won't let you! The creature turns slowly, looking around as though confused. I step toward it, and each of my footsteps seems to burn the ground. The creature steps back, still silent as the grave. I'm lost in what I'm doing. I reach out and simply touch the creature. Waves of light and color wash over the creature, pulse by pulse. The creature's color slowly shifts to match the world around it. And then, it's simply gone. My breathing steadies, and the color fades. Eventually, the world turns pale, normalcy descending. The creature is simply gone. What was that? I looked down, opening and closing my fists. There was nothing left of whatever I had done. Or the slender for that matter.
Yeah, this got interesting. Sorry I got quiet for a while. I was just listening to the story. Yeah, like I said, this is interesting, actually.
I look around the room, impossibly confused. No, seriously, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. Am I supposed to know?
No, but it'll help.
No. Damn, I hurt all over. Who are you anyway?
Tulip. My name's Tulip.
Tulip? Brooks?
You know her?
Yeah.
Then who? I turn to watch the scissor girl skitter away.
I don't know. She's been here since before I died.
I flop back down, laying flat on the floor, and close my eyes. My parents' old house is just as I left it. I wonder exactly how much upkeep Marcus has actually been doing. Judging from the lawn, he's at least mowed it in the 4 years since I've seen him. Fuck, 4 years. Had it really been that long since I had returned home?
Wow, you have a really nice place.
She can see her place while you're thinking about it, bro. Okay, so this actually is pretty good. I mean, seriously, this is pretty good. The first playthrough, Jill Count, was good because it gave you more of the, choose different things, where to go. But unfortunately, it just kept coming back to where you have to go to one specific area, which is okay. It was a really slow story. I mean, seriously, it was a really slow story when I first played it. And then, coming back into it now, and redoing it again. Well, not redoing it, just starting off from where I left off. But then, just listening to the story of the ghost ice cream truck, and this one now, it's interesting. I mean, it really did. It's more interesting to listen to the story, or stories that are being said right now. I'm enjoying this. I mean, yes, it's not a real true, game like how I usually do. This is different. This is really different, and I like it. I like it. It really does draw you into the story. Just listening to it, and then, especially me, I mean, I really do like movies like this, stories like this. So yeah, like I said, it just brings out so much that I am interested, that it keeps me, just wanting to progress. Well, not really progress in a game like how I usually do, because you really can't do that because you don't move around. There's no options to. Well, there was options to pick what to do, but just the progression of the story itself, it's really interesting. I mean, like I said, the ice cream truck in this one, it's interesting. I like it. I really do. This is cool.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Your place. It's nice.
How are you here?
Spirits are tied to places they have strong emotional attachments to.
That and people? Oh no, don't tell me you're haunting me now. She doesn't reply, only blushing. Great, now I've got Sabrina the teenage ghost following me around.
I'm 26.
You died when you were 16, so you look 16 to me. Silence falls between us. Look, just stay out here until I've had a chance to talk with Marcus. I approached the doorway with more than a fair degree of hesitation. What was I expecting?
So yeah, he is a ghost then. He's going to talk to his brother.
Her words echo in my head.
How can you be so strong and not realize you're dead?
It wouldn't be the first time I had encountered a ghost who didn't know they were dead. They would block it out. Their death, their funeral. They would then avoid anything that will remind them of their death. Like their home. My eyes settle on the front door as it opens, and a larger man steps out. His shaggy, dirty blonde hair is cut the same length as when I last saw him, but his jaw is framed by a neatly trimmed beard. He's carrying a blue garbage bag. He only takes 2 steps from the door before he meets my eyes.
Tyrone? Tyrone? Tyrone?
It had been a long time since I'd heard that name. It sounded almost alien. Hey, Marcus.
Holy shit, you're alive! I mean, I kind of assumed you were. I hadn't been kicked out of your place by your next of kin yet. Man, it's so good to see you. I thought you were dead.
Why'd you think that?
Maybe because you've been gone for 4 fucking years? What the fuck have you been doing?
Work, mostly.
Work? Yeah, sounds like me. What have you been doing? Working.
I hope you're getting paid buku bucks if you're ignoring your friend for 4 years.
My thoughts trail to my less than impressive bank account.
I know that feeling.
Really.
What, did you join the military? Chicks dig boys in uniform. Is that how you picked up the chick?
What chick?
The chick that's been staying in your room for the last month? Showed up out of nowhere and just kind of waltzed in. She had a key or something. Not very talkative.
I don't bother to answer the question. I step past him, his face contorting in worry and confusion. I step inside and feel it immediately, the presence of a haunt. I walk towards my room. The door is open, and she's sitting. Just reading.
I like this picture. I like just the way it looks. You know, with her hair and that skull. That looks pretty cool, actually.
I don't recognize her, but she's clearly dead. The hair bleeding up the walls and tangling up towards the cow skull are dead giveaways.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. Is she just some homeless chick that picked a lock or something? She seemed like she owned the place, so I assume you knew her. She said she was waiting for you, too.
Well, apparently, she had a normal-looking outward manifestation. I know for a fact she didn't die here. And she's been here for a month?
Like I said, it's just getting more interesting and more interesting as it progresses.
She must be incredibly powerful.
I love it.
Okay, man, your silence makes me think you might know her. But there's something awkward about your relationship you're not telling me, so I think I'll let you two talk. But if you fucking leave without talking to me about whatever the fuck you've been up to since you left, I swear I'm gonna kill you.
Dude, I'm already dead. Come on.
Marcus walks away, closing the door behind him. It's kind of unfortunate. I don't have a moment to enjoy the fact that his threatening of my life confirmed that neighbor girl had been wrong. I was still alive. Unlike this girl. Who are you? Look, I know it's not the best question, but really, I'm a mess. I had been almost completely convinced that I was undead until a couple of seconds ago.
Tyrone,
I had been expecting something more noteworthy for something like you.
Something?
I was expecting Damien, perhaps.
Nice.
You should really consider answering one of my questions soon.
What? How can someone so powerful not know they are dead?
I can feel the hairs on the back of my neck and my forearms rise. No, I was alive.
The simple answer to that is that you're not dead. An anomaly, but not dead.
Anomaly? Okay, that's a new one.
Like, what are you?
Unlike you, I am dead. I am dead, and I am happy to continue being so. I like being here. I don't want to leave.
Hey, this is my house.
Not your house. I mean, the material world. You see, I'm too strong to so easily fade, and I've been here a long time.
Then...
I'm more than strong enough to attract the attention of the gnolls.
The gnolls? Okay, yep, that's a new word for me.
Yes, like the one you killed, or whatever you managed to do to it. Do you even know, by the way?
Are...
Yes, I can read thoughts. Sorry, I'll stop.
I glare.
My name is Ripley. I am a ghost.
Hey, Ripley! Aliens!
She grins.
And I would like very much to stay that way.
So, you're a ghost? Or is she a ghost? Are you both ghosts? Am I a ghost? Oh man, I knew that chili had gone bad. I swear I'll buy
That's
that
it.
Tupperware in the next life.
That's it!
Oh my gosh, can I braid your hair?
Okay, that was interesting. Yeah, I like that. There wasn't too much to click on that one, but it does leave you with a lot of questions. Well, me personally, it leaves me with a lot of questions. I like that. I really did like that. It's just one of those games that, well, I guess you could say more. It's more of a story rather than a game. I mean, seriously, that was interesting. Just because you don't know if the character was actually dead or not. Or was he really just seeing things? I don't know. That was... Or is everybody in this whole game dead? I don't know. That was interesting. That was... It really did take a turn at the end for the last story. And I'm glad that I okay, so I'm glad that I did it in the way I did it was, you know, of course, Jill first, and then the ice cream truck, and then this one. I'm glad that I didn't do the ice cream truck first, or do this one first, and then, you know, Jill's story. I'm glad that I did it the way I did. Yeah, because it just puts more. It makes you think a lot more, because you want to progress, you want something different, or, you know, just how should I say this? You want to find out more, you know, that how all these stories are tied together. Well, when I first played the game or downloaded it, I really wanted to see if they're all connected. And in a way, I was kind of hoping not, that they have their own individual story. But I'm glad that I started with Jill Counts, because, yeah, I mean, hers was like really slow. To begin with, and then toward the end it got a little bit more interesting, because it made you think that what if she's a ghost and she don't know it. And then when I did the ice cream truck, it was just a full story, which was interesting. I mean, it was an interesting story because it kind of, and this one as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, this last one, it really did give me that, you know, creepypasta vibe where, you know, it's just, you don't know if it's a story. I mean, well, you know it's a story, but it's just depending on how it's told, who writes it. Yeah, this was good. I liked it. I mean, I did like the end of Jill's because it just made you think more. You know, is she a ghost? Because of all the, you know, like, you know, she was doing a live stream, but then, you know, she said she was gonna call the cops when she gets a good reception, but she was still live streaming. And then all of a sudden, you know, the camera went haywire, the electronics went haywire. Even at home, when she was trying to do it on her computer, it kind of went haywire. So, you don't know if she was just dreaming it all, and she was like and she was a patient in the hospital. Maybe she was just dreaming it all. But then the ice cream truck one was interesting because it put this investigator in it. And yeah, I mean, it's the same dude. So you don't know if he was dead to begin with, and what the people are hiring is a ghost. But he don't know that he's dead. You know, that he still manifests himself where people can see him. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I really did enjoy this. I really did. It's just, yeah, like I said, I have an open mind about a lot of things, and this is one of the things that I really do have an open mind about. And that's the reason why I liked it so much, is because, you know, the story of the ice cream truck, that is, I mean, seriously, that one really did bring the creepypasta vibe in. You know, like an urban legend of why, you know, kids went missing. And then this last one, it just, yeah, it was interesting because, I mean, yeah, you know, the gal at the end said that he wasn't dead, but yet there's just so much that I don't know, but it was good. I liked it. Anyway, no, like I said, I mean, I enjoyed this. I really did enjoy it. So yes, this is one down for the books. It's done. And there's not that much, you know, playability back into it. Well, you know, besides going back and, you know, trying something different or picking the other options. But yeah, as far as playability goes, I think it's just like a one-shot deal. But it was interesting. It was interesting. It was good. I liked it. And I know I got quiet quite a bit when the story was going on. Yeah, like I said though, it was just one of those things where I was just like, wow, this is interesting, you know, and it really did much play like a movie where it really did capture my attention. So yeah, like I said, I mean, I enjoyed this. I really did enjoy this. I'm glad I downloaded it and got to, you know, finish it. I didn't think I'll be done with it this soon, unfortunately. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I'm gonna end the live stream here, everybody. Like I said, I mean, I seriously do hope you enjoyed this, this game. Well, I guess you could say it's more of a story. You know, this story. Like I did, because like I said, I mean, I really do have an open mind about a lot of things, and this is one of the things that just kind of, you know, catches my interest. You know, like urban legends and all that. I mean, seriously, that's kind of what like really gets me like, ah, wow. And then when it started just the storytelling on the ice cream truck, that really got my attention more, and same with this one. It's just interesting to me. So, yeah. Anywho. So yes, well, I know I said it several times already, and I keep going on like I usually do. But, I would just like to thank you all. Seriously, I mean, just right now take the time to thank everybody for being here the other night when, you know, I just had a very emotional time, and like I said, it just, everything just came up all at once. I wasn't going to do a live stream. You know, I was just gonna kind of like do a recording and then post it, but there was just something that felt that it would be a little bit better if I did a live stream on it. But yeah, seriously, everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me during that time. I really do highly appreciate it. And I know I wasn't reading your comments as they were coming in like I do usually. But after I ended the live stream, I screenshotted, you know, the comments on my tablet, and when I reread them, I can't thank you all enough for the words. Seriously, I can't thank you all enough for the amazing words, for the support that all of you were giving me at that time. You know, and yes, I kept going on, kept just talking, which felt good. I mean, it does feel good when you can actually get it out. You know, a lot of stuff that you've been holding in for like ever. It does help. So everybody, thank you so much for being here for me. And I'm glad that I make all of you laugh. I'm there for, you know, I am there for all of you when you're feeling down as well. I really do appreciate it. I seriously do. And I just want to say thank you. Seriously. And yes, I'm not going to stop saying it. As all of you know, I'm not going to stop saying thank you, because I really do appreciate it. And I really do thank all of you. And I'll say it. I'll keep saying it. I've said it before, I'll say it again. And don't get tired of it, because, yeah, I'm going to keep saying it. Anyway. So if you like this live stream / video, give it a like. If you don't like it, you know what to do. It is YouTube after all. But like I said, I mean, I really did just like the storytelling of it. Like I said, just that creepypasta vibe, which is totally amazing. But yeah, like I said, I mean, if you want to give it a shot, you know, try for yourselves. I highly do recommend it. But yeah, like I said, I just like the storytelling part of it. I liked it. It was awesome. Anyway, so with that being said, my name is Eric, known as Penguin. I'll catch you again.